Yes, I can see it.
I was curious to see if there is going to be anyone online for a chit chat.
I wonder how many people are going to get
I
this
don't
time.
know. I'm not very good at picking the correct time, nor being consistent with making videos. So I was just thinking if we should just not expect people to tune in and make comments and ask us questions like during the previous live streams that I unfortunately deleted for a reason or another, like our children came online and I didn't want them to be seen in this virtual world. But I was very curious about your opinion on Bill Gates' new project, and it is this one.
Bill Gates is a warrior in the fight against climate change. We need to get to zero emissions by 2050. There's a variety of things that generate greenhouse gases. Agricultural emissions are one of the most difficult to get rid of. Cows have a digestion system that emits methane. And methane is a very powerful greenhouse gas. And so you have people like Impossible or Beyond Meat, both of which I invested in. And that hasn't exactly worked out.
Beyond Meat, once a leader in the sector, has seen its stock fall from a high of $239 in 2019 to hovering just above $3 today.
Ooh,
But fear not.
ouch.
Good that you didn't invest in fake meat, huh?
Yeah. See, this is a funny thing.
John likes investing and in all sorts of different things.
Yes.
And back then, years ago, I was thinking of investing in fake meat, but yeah, I am glad that you didn't.
That seems like a Ponzi
Good that you
scheme.
didn't invest in fake meat, indeed.
The funny thing is, when they talk about methane, they don't look at nature. Because the Black Sea, along with other oceans around the world, like the deep trenches, release tons and tons of methane.
Yeah.
And it's actually part of the carbon cycle.
Are you glad that you didn't invest in fake meat?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you invest despite the stock price going down? Would you invest?
No.
Don't you see the world going vegan?
No.
Thumbs up.
In the same way that I wouldn't invest in solar either. Now, on the other hand...
Why wouldn't you invest in solar?
Because you're basically...
Hello to one viewer. Hello. Is this car? Yeah, why wouldn't you invest in solar?
Because a lot of the solar companies are scammers.
Why?
Because they don't install the equipment properly and it falls apart and catches fire.
Oh.
Because they install it as cheaply as possible. If, on the other hand, we're talking about actually putting it on your own house and you buy the equipment, you install it properly, good stuff. If you're installing it on a boat, good stuff. It has its use cases, but trying to install fields and fields of stuff with subpar equipment, you're just asking to cause grid blackouts, because all it takes is that equipment suddenly tripping, and then you can cause a cascade failure across the entire grid, as was seen in Spain.
I see. Well, good at this our house we didn't really put solar.
It can be good, but you got to use it with the right use case, just like anything.
From a high of $239 in 2019 to hovering just above $3 today.
But fear not, Bill Gates is still on the case and back in the spotlight, now with fake butter. That's great. Or beyond butter? Whatever, it's not normal butter, and it's not that either. Anyway, just look.
The company is called Savor, and you better believe it. Their pioneering tech uses carbon and hydrogen to make the stick of butter you see on this plate.
I have the feeling that they put some real butter on that plate and calling it fake butter. I don't say that they are not working on fake butter, but that doesn't look that terrible consistency wise.
Their carbon and hydrogen to make the stick of butter you see on this plate. It's really just our fat, some water, a little bit of lecithin as an emulsifier, and some natural flavor and color. Fats are made up of carbon and hydrogen.
So what are you thinking about this fake butter you just watched about?
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Sounds absolutely delicious, just like hydrogenated fats and all that good stuff that they just try to chuck in all sorts of food and then make people very sick with.
Well, wouldn't you invest in this stock when that goes on the market?
I don't think so.
Why not? Look, plant oils, how popular they are. I mean, cream, real milk mixed with plant oils and whatnot. I mean, plant oils, come on.
Tasty, tasty.
Oh, hello, Garth. I think I'm receiving comments very delayed, and I think the comments are just coming in very delayed. How are you doing, Garth? You really wanted to see the British version of Dan Bizarian. You really wanted to enjoy his beard, so here we are. Let me check the comments. To be honest, your husband's face and beard exactly looks like the superstar Brody Lee. Brody Lee, do you know Brody Lee?
No, I don't.
Who is Brody Lee? Should we look? I see.
Is Bill Gates still trying to dim the sky?
Oh, who knows?
I know he got quite upset because...
Oh wow, Brody Lee. Wow, look at that beard.
Okay, that's quite a beard there.
Nice comparison. Good body as well. A big fighter. Speaking, that's how John's beard looked like before I started styling it. Actually, he is quite of a mouth breather, so I had to create a way to compensate for his dropping jaw, so I can keep up his looks. He has very beautiful, very masculine, very, very straight, proper looks, but it's very difficult for him to breathe through the nose, and so the mouth breathing, is ruining the bone structure of your face. And actually, it would be very interesting to make a video about that and show videos of how you looked before we started dating and during the first year, two, whilst we were dating. It's very interesting how much a properly styled beard could still curate the looks and make your mandibular jaw look squared.
Yeah.
I think you had your teeth very pronounced, very out when you were younger. And I think, same with me. And I think over time, your body tried to compensate and kind of find its way in the mouth. The teeth probably were trying to kind of, work, the jaws would probably trying to work together somehow. And you probably were breathing through the mouth from a very early age.
As a child, I used to suck my thumb because I wasn't breastfed.
Me too. Both.
So that pulled the two front teeth forwards.
Yeah.
And that probably contributed to it, because also you can actually change the shape of your jaw by manipulating your jawbones with your
Yeah,
thumb.
but you have to constantly be with the finger in the mouth to be able to do that.
Yeah, but a child's not going to know what their thumb's doing and their bones are soft. So if a child's sucking its thumb, maybe the thumb is manipulating the bones in the wrong way. Whereas,
Did you eat? Garth is asking.
yes,
What did we eat? Sausages with garlic. Oh God, I'm currently addicted to garlic. And
nice dried sausages.
yeah, and the sausages, there are not many left. We should go and get some more meat to make more sausages. Lots of garlic, sun-dried garlic. Oh God. Yeah, actually, you gotta be careful with the garlic because it could give you a lot of abdominal pain if you're not careful. And yeah, and let's continue with that fake butter. I'm very curious.
Bill Gates is a warrior in the fight against climate change.
what a warrior.
We need to get to zero emissions by 2050. There's a variety of things that
hold
generate
on a
greenhouse gas.
2050
I thought it was
feels-
2030. It was 2020. Then it's 20. Now it's 2030. Now they're starting to introduce 2050. Very interesting. Because it was Agenda 2020.
Let's ask Grok.
So Grok or Rex, has Bill Gates now started changing from Agenda 2030 to Agenda 2050?
No, Bill Gates hasn't been shifted from an Agenda 2030 to an Agenda 2050. The confusion might come from his recent announcement about the Gates Foundation's new timeline. In May 2025, he revealed the foundation will double its annual spending to $9 billion and aims to spend down its entire endowment by 2045 to maximize impact. This is a strategic move to accelerate progress in global health, poverty reduction, and agriculture, not a formal Agenda 2050. He's still focused on goals tied to the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, which target 2030, like cutting child mortality and boosting food security.
Hang on a
the
minute.
foundation's
You said he's wanting to spend down all the funds, but he's never been richer since he's retired and had the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It keeps making more and more money. So how's he going to spend it all down if it keeps getting more money? Or is this because Trump has recently got rid of all of the government funding going to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and now he's quite upset?
No, how it works. Bill Gates isn't personally getting richer from the Gates Foundation's endowment. Wealth has grown over time, mostly from investments and Microsoft stock, now sitting around $107 billion. The foundation itself had a $77 billion endowment in 2024, plus contributions from Gates and others like Warren Buffett. His plan to spend it down by 2045, doubling annual giving to $9 billion, means burning through that endowment and his personal fortune faster than it can grow, even with market gains. The foundation's not a money-making machine for him. It's a vehicle to give away his wealth. As for Trump, there's no evidence the government was directly funding the Gates Foundation, so claims of cuts upsetting Gates don't hold up. He's expressed concern about Trump's broader cuts to global health programs, like USAID or WHO funding, which align with the foundation's goals. Gates mentioned in a Time interview that these cuts could increase childhood deaths, but his spend-down plan predates that and isn't a reaction to it. It's more about urgency, leveraging AI and health innovations to solve problems like malaria or maternal mortality, not sitting on the cash. If anything, his wealth growing makes it harder to spend down. But he's betting on big bets like vaccine programs and poverty
It's just not reacting to my
get there by
voice.
2045.
Interesting. Probably it reacts to the same voice that has asked it a question the first time.
What's your take on how AI is shaping jobs in the next 5 years?
Weren't the parents, the mother and the grandfather of Bill Gates eugenists?
No, there's no solid evidence that Bill Gates' parents or grandfather were eugenicists.
Hold my
His father
milk. Hold my raw milk.
served on boards like Planned Parenthood, but that's more about family planning than eugenics. His grandfather, James Willard Maxwell, was a banker, not linked to any eugenics movements in historical records. Claims like these often come from conspiracy circles tying Gates's philanthropy to population control, but they lean on misinterpretations of his work, like vaccine programs aimed at reducing child mortality. No primary sources back up eugenics claims about his family. Want me to dig into any specific angle on this?
No,
doesn't
no,
Planned
please
Parent-
stop it. I want to just turn a video on here.
Okay.
Right, that's enough of him.
What was that?
Reduction agenda. While these fringe perspectives often stretch the boundaries of plausibility, they underscore the depth and reach of concerns about population control. In a world where technology, government policy, and global influence seem to intertwine in ways not always transparent, these more speculative theories provide an outlet for those who feel that there is much more going on beneath the surface. Whether it's genetic manipulation, extraterrestrial involvement, or media-driven subconscious control, these theories highlight an ongoing sense of uncertainty about the direction of humanity's future and the forces that might be shaping it from the shadows. The idea of population control has a long history, tied deeply into human concerns about sustainability, resources, and power.
Whose parents were eugenists? It was. I think
Led to the rise of billionaires like Gates.
I think his grandfather was into eugenics.
A nose for the dollar and a knowledge of how to use the legal system to get what you want were not the only things to emerge from Bill Gates' childhood, however. His parents also encouraged discussion about the family's charity work and the causes they held close to their heart. As Gates revealed to Bill Moyers in 2003, those causes included the population issue, which sparked a lifelong interest in reproductive health.
An issue that really grabbed me as urgent were issues related to population, reproductive health.
But did you come to reproductive issues as an intellectual?
When I was growing up, my parents were always involved in various volunteer things. My dad was head of Planned Parenthood, and it was very controversial to be involved with that.
Gates tips his hand when he equates issues related to population with reproductive health.
So much about Grok's opinion.
Well, let's ask uncensored AI. AI that's had the filters taken off.
Which AI do you like the most?
Well, at the moment, this is Llama 3.1, 8 billion parameter, but completely uncensored. So it's had all of the guardrails and all of the bias taken out of it. Bill Gates, so there we go. This is running on Olama, self-hosted, with OpenWebUI as an interface. So you've got a ChatGPT-like interface.
Bill Gates' father, William Gates Sr., was involved with a group that advocated for population control measures and eugenic practices. In 2009, Bill Gates publicly acknowledged his father's involvement with the Population Council, an organization founded by John Rockefeller III that aimed to reduce poverty and promote global wealth through family planning and reproductive health care services. However, it is essential to note that the Population Council's focus on population control has been criticized for its eugenic undertones and potential for coercive practices. Oh, this anti-baby, in German it's called anti-baby pillen. Yeah, but all these pills are actually created by the grandmother of Bill Gates.
Oh, will they?
Yes.
It's also interesting
Somebody
how the side
of his
effect.
family.
It's also interesting how the side effect of it going into the municipal water supplies and all that water being recycled through rivers and quite often put back in after the sewage works, going back into the water supply.
Yeah.
Ends up back in people's bodies and feminizing men by giving them artificial estrogens, and when it goes into women's bodies, because the women's bodies will take estrogen and turn it into testosterone, it will also masculinize women.
What was with HIV and Bill Gates? Because in summary, Bill Gates' father, says this AI, was connected to an organization with eugenic associations, but there is no evidence to suggest that Bill Gates himself shares these views or endorses any coercive population control measures.
Yeah, I mean, this is still based on Meta's Llama 3.1 model, so it's still got a little bit in there, but a lot of the guardrails are taken out, so it will speak more honestly. But it's not going to be able, it's not going to, if it doesn't have the evidence.
What happened with the HIV practices he was undertaking, Gates, in Africa?
Oh, he's trying to.
He was actually caught for infecting a bunch of African children.
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
For infecting them with the injections at a time.
Wasn't that something else? A different disease, wasn't it? Different to the
Malaria?
HIV.
Was it malaria?
Wasn't it
We have
syphilis?
to.
Syphilis. No, syphilis
could be
was
syphilis,
syphilis was
No?
in America. They experimented on black people in America with syphilis.
Yeah, there was something about that as well. That we come a little bit unprepared, but yeah.
It might have been when they used infected monkey cells or something like that, and it then passed on another disease. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh well.
Unfortunately, this doesn't have internet search capabilities, so it's purely what's in the model's own knowledge.
That's okay. I just wanted to come here live for a second and see what's going on. To just chit chat around. Do you want to try it on your channel?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Okay.
It's interesting. It's interesting when you run your own AI because it doesn't send any information anywhere else. Keeps everything local. You can run it on a laptop, run it on your own server in the cloud.
But then again, if it's not giving you any in-depth information, why keep that AI on your
Because it can
private servers?
It can give. It depends how powerful your server is as to what size model you can run. If you have a server that's big enough with enough memory and GPUs, you can actually run a full-size model like DeepSeek, which is about 300 gigabytes of space on the hard drive.
So you're saying that nowadays there are such packages that allow you to create a full video? Yeah, there are actually.
Yeah.
Google released its its newest Veo, or how was it called? 3?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, but that's
Vimeo.
you still have to pay for tokens through Google for that one.
But also for the other ones as well.
But you can. But Stable Diffusion it keeps improving. You can also change the model out on Stable Diffusion, and then and some of the more advanced models can actually do some pretty good stuff on that. But you need the GPU power to be able to render the videos. And the longer the video is, the more GPU power and RAM it needs, because it's got to store that entire video in its RAM.
Yeah. Just a second. Let me see quickly. Okay. Interesting to see whoever is here is dipping in and out, and the connection is not that great, and it's also not showing at that time. Interesting to experience also the different times in which you can go live.
Yeah.
To chit chat about stuff. Oh, okay. Well, good to chit chat about AI as well. And yeah, I can deep in here.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I am thinking about going on your channel and seeing what's going on there.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
I'll take a video of you and you can chit chat about AI more in depth because you're really great with AI, so you can elaborate there more. But yeah, I just wanted to show about a fake butter. It's very interesting. Do you think it's gonna take off?
I don't think so, because there's
Yeah.
already, in effect, fake butter already, margarine,
Mm.
which
Yeah.
some people already get, and I think less and less people are getting suckered in by this CO2 malarkey.
I think there are a lot of people who are still into veganism and vegan diets.
But why wouldn't they just use margarine? They already use margarine. It's not like before where
Probably because margarine just received a very bad reputation over these decades.
a lot of them,
And they want to rebrand it. I mean, it sounds much different as butter. And I have the feeling that Bill Gates wants to just exchange every word in the dictionary that is, perceived together with the idea coming from the animal sources. I think he wants to just exchange it for words that carry the same meaning but are made out of plants.
I don't agree. A lot of people still get suckered in by the cholesterol argument. They think that red meat gives you bad cholesterol, blah blah blah, heart attacks, all that. That's why lots of people buy things like Benecol, the butter that's made from, not butter, the margarine that's made from olives, which tastes like butter. And also there's another one made by Flora that's an anti-cholesterol margarine, which is branded as being healthy and a health buttery type thing.
Yeah.
People get suckered in by this stuff. They don't do the research. They just believe what their GP says, which their GP isn't looking at the latest research because the GP is too busy being a GP. They don't get time to read all the latest stuff, and this is why a lot of those sort of more basic roles will eventually get automated by AI, and there's a lot of incentive for big AI companies to automate that stuff.
Yeah.
A California-based startup, backed by Bill Gates, is making butter out of thin air. Savor claims their innovative butter tastes just like the real thing, without using any dairy products. Savor creates butter by combining carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and oxygen through a thermochemical process. This method allows them to develop fat molecules using gases, resulting in a dairy-free alternative that mimics traditional butter. The livestock industry is responsible for 14.5% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Savor's butter has a carbon footprint of less than 0.8 grams of CO2 equivalent per kilogram, compared to real butter's 16.9 kilograms. And most important, it tastes really good, like the real thing, said Gates. Savor's butter won't hit the market until at least 2025.
So just like the margarine tastes like proper butter, right? Wow. My grandma, in her last, actually throughout her whole life, was consuming an excessive amount of margarine.
Well, some people just...
She lived rather long, but her body was like, she died at what, 82 years of age, but her body was ginormous. Crazy.
Yeah.
And quite sickly as well. Yeah.
Well, just because someone lived a long time while eating margarine doesn't mean that they are living healthy.
Sure.
There's people that are still smoking at 100. Doesn't mean they can run like a 100-year-old that's not been smoking all their life.
Wow. Well, very interesting. What else?
Did you know there's a new butter that...
A California-based startup, backed by Bill Gates.
Yeah, okay. Well, it was all I wanted to show.
Oh, another person's come on.
What do you think is the biggest danger of AI for humanity as things stand right now? Wow, just a moment. I mean, the comments are coming in so late. earlier I really felt very bad for deleting the live because for some reason a bunch of comments started coming in much later, and then I noticed that I didn't know that I don't think when you're making a live from a tablet, all the information shows as to how the live stream is going to go, and also how it is going to go after
Yeah.
you end the live stream. So when I ended it, it started uploading, but I wasn't aware of that at the time, and just comments kept coming in, and I was wondering what's going on. I felt really bad for deleting that previous live stream. There were a lot of comments that were very interesting as well,
Well, let's answer this comment. So,
and a lot of comments about you.
it's your channel.
Really cool.
It's your channel. So, what do you
So-
think is the biggest danger of AI at the moment?
Oh, people are gonna get more stupider and stupider over time.
Outsourcing
I don't know
thinking.
about
Outsourcing thinking.
AI becoming that really bad to people, but surely governments are gonna have an incredible weapon to tie you in your little room, even more. This series Black Mirror, you remember Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Excellent series. They show rather too well what the dangers of AI are. Yeah.
No, I agree. I think it's very similar to with all the computer system stuff at the moment,
Yeah.
where people are giving away their sovereignty to governments and corporations rather than using it themselves. There's nothing stopping you from having a server, having a computer, running all the stuff yourself, storing your stuff on your own hard drive, on your own things. But people keep putting it in the cloud out of their own control. They're using OpenAI rather than running their own AI, giving OpenAI all that information. If they run a company, they're just sending their information willy-nilly and then wondering why companies like Amazon just copy their product, undercut them, and outcompete them. So it's all
Garth
about
agrees.
sovereignty and control.
Yeah.
You control your AI, you control your data, and that's going to keep you free. If you let government and corporations take your data and control.
Look, for the company Samsung, for example, to go that way, I mean, for Apple to start letting big corporations in on the private information of the Apple users, obviously people are getting stupider and stupider over time, so they'll just give up themselves to the governments and to AI, therefore to the governments. So there's going to be less and less freedom, and people wouldn't care really about private servers that much, would they?
Well, people don't really spend on their own computers. There's only limited storage in a laptop. So once that fills up, people are just putting it up in the cloud.
Yeah.
When you can just buy a network attached storage, have it on your home network, have it so you can connect to it from anywhere in the world, and you can just send your information to your hard drive. You control it, you own it. No company's going to suddenly delete your account and take everything away.
Yeah.
And quite often, once you've owned that for 2 years, it's paid for itself over an equivalent cloud storage. So it's a no-brainer. Why would you even bother with cloud?
Yeah, sure.
But if you own that for 10 years, you've actually saved a ton of money. And it just takes learning a little bit of knowledge. And there's videos all over the place. And now you've even got AI. You can just sit there asking AI, how do I set up TrueNAS? And it'll give you a step-by-step instructions. TrueNAS is an open source network attached storage software that you can build your own storage for the internet, for the internet, for your data. You can build it out of hardware that you've got laying around, or you can just go to them and you can buy a ready-made one that you plug in at home, comes with all the hard drives, fire it up, put all your stuff on there. You can have Plex on there, you can have all sorts of other cool things plugged into it. It's really, really useful. It's like having your own home cloud,
I like that.
your own Dropbox. You can have it connected to your phone, drop all your photographs on there. You can share those photographs with family, friends. They can just connect. You can allow them to connect to it, or you can keep it all private.
Can you? Is that what you do for people, for companies?
Yeah, I help set up small businesses so they own all their own hardware and all their own data,
Yeah.
and I also now help them install.
Well, if anyone has more AI questions, you're welcome to ask. It's very interesting, the Times meeting. I don't know where to take that channel. I've been thinking this is how it works with social media. You gotta stick to one topic mainly to be successful online. And I'm very bored by just talking all the time about that. I didn't have anything in mind exactly in particular as to how to take off, as to what to do on YouTube. So I'm just talking about everything and anything.
So
not,
people,
not just about AI. Any questions about
put down in
anything
the
really?
comments what you're curious about, what you're interested about, what sort of things, conspiracies, information that you're
Bill
curious
Gates wants
about.
to give up to give away, invest, just give up all of his billions by year 2045. And he was talking how he's going to be away and still alive by that time as well. Over 80 years of age, I think.
Yeah.
By that point, in 20 years. Wow. So,
I'm not convinced.
not convinced about what?
Convinced that he's going to give it all away.
What do you think he's going to do? Oh, well, probably invest more in eugenic practices. The very helpful Gates.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, interesting to chat with Garth. No. I don't know. There are a lot of things I want to talk about, but proper videos. There is not much time left to do video
Someone
editing.
hacked
My Instagram,
and
Facebook account.
so I
Deleted it. Account, so I didn't create it again. So you're left only with YouTube, or what? Sometimes I hate social media. Yeah. Social media is really cool for learning and for creating stuff and showing it to people, but it does get very addictive, and it does get addictive really quick.
That's why I keep most of them off my home screen completely. And
at a time when we started dating, I really liked the fact that you didn't have any social media but Facebook.
Yeah, although
you weren't very active on.
I was active on Facebook for a while.
Yeah.
But now I've left Facebook a couple of layers deep in the phone, so you've really got to go and look for it to actually go and use it, which is a lot better. It's just makes it easier for you to set the habit of not doing it, and then put all the apps that are important, that are productive, as easy to get to as possible.
Yeah. And how do you feel now that you have Instagram?
I don't really go on it. The odd thing I go on there, and I might watch the odd video of a few interested people, but I don't follow many people.
The social media platforms understand that you're a male just by subscribing on them, and immediately offers you, the sexy content.
I don't see any of that. The only people I've got on there
it was very interesting to observe. You were telling me how you have not watched anything there. You haven't even been active. You just created the account, Instagram, for example, and you just created the account, and the social media platform immediately started offering you chicks and just very, very stupid content.
Yeah.
They say TikTok is very manipulated. on
Yeah.
the European lands and the American lands, making people more stupid.
Yeah, and other people have spoken about it as well. There's a couple of guys that speak on YouTube. One of them, I think, is Adam Lane Smith. He was saying that it took ages and ages for him to cleanse his Facebook. Even though he's a happily married man, Facebook was still trying to pop up all that stuff on his Facebook. And I think there's one of the other guy who's interviewing as well was also saying it. And it takes a long time of you putting not interested before the algorithm finally stops putting that stuff up on your feed. So it's quite interesting how they try and push this sort of stuff.
I think it will keep coming because also of how creative people become with their thumbnails. I mean, showing titties, etc.
Well, it's still
Getting the attention much quicker. Look at the video, the live stream we did earlier today, where the one that I deleted, where I was asking questions about the laminate flooring and asking for some help. How my workwear with the bikini underneath, because it is really hot here, where near Greece it's really hot and it's like 30 degrees Celsius, which for us is too hot.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking with bikini all over the place and he's naked, so I mean almost naked. So
Got shorts on.
yeah, so yeah, people immediately tuned in when they saw a little bit of exposed cleavage in a bikini. So I think social media is gonna get full with sexy material anyway. Even the normal people who are not making any sexual content are still using sexy photos as a way to get clicks and views.
The only people I got on there that I follow are people that don't do that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't even go on there to even have a look. So.
That is a hilarious comment. Speaking of that particular, have you today, please, on my chest, yes.
That's quite weird.
What do you think about all of this stuff happening in Dubai with white chicks?
Well, a lot of them are going there and they've got daddy issues anyway.
Yeah.
They weren't given
This person is probably
proper
somewhere,
attention. They weren't given proper attention and love by their mum and dad when they were little, and as a result, they're then going out looking for attention from all those sort of men, and also society is pushing this narrative that the only thing that matters from men is money, and for women the only thing that matters is to get men with money, when there's a whole lot more depth to having a successful marriage or relationship.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
You can have all the money in the world, but you look at people that actually have money, it doesn't get rid of relationship problems. I've seen people with a lot of money, and I've seen the wife storm out of the restaurant and walk up the road and screaming at thin air because her husband's sitting on a terrace with a cigar with a business partner, and for some reason she's just having a meltdown.
Yeah.
No one's going to know why that's happening, only the two of them, because whatever has caused that is something behind closed doors.
This person is also saying, I missed the beginning, but I do feel like it's attention-seeking, borderline narcissistic behavior. It's desperate. Yeah. What is your proper name? I mean, have you farted today?
Most emotions.
but also most connections are vapid and most sick connections. The easiest way is digitally, and it's more safe than putting in the work for a real relationship. It's not safer. You're one click away from being disconnected from this relationship. And imagine how that online chick or online guy is asking you for money. I mean, I cannot believe that so many people are sending money online, but then again, I cannot believe that so many people are getting, you know, cheated on in person or robbed so easily. So
As with anything in life, you got to put skin in the game to.
it's not safer.
As with anything,
There
in
are
life,
risks. Yeah.
as with anything in life, you got to put skin in the game to get the rewards. If you don't put yourself out there to start a business and take the risks, you're never going to have that business. You're never going to build wealth. You're going to just be working a minimum wage. And then people complain that they're working a minimum wage. Well, you didn't go and build a skill. You didn't go out there and take the risks.
Yeah.
You didn't try and grow and improve.
Yeah.
Same with people that get into a relationship, get hurt. Well, you need to analyze why it went wrong, what happened, why there was a problem between the two of you, and you need to work on it. Either find someone that you can work with together to have a proper relationship, or you need to work on yourself and fix the problems in yourself to bring the right people into your life.
Yeah.
And often it also takes getting rid of people out of your life that are not serving you or are a bad influence and are holding you back. So many people have still got their entire friend group around them from when they're at school. And they value that friend group, but most of them aren't actually real friends.
He says, money doesn't change anything. I used to be poor as rocks. Now I can do whatever. Spend my day trolling on YouTube, but it didn't solve my relationship problems. Why? What are your relationship problems? My only concern is who has and hasn't. Okay, this is my name. It's perceived safely. It's perceived safety. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is perceived safe.
It's just because it's quicker to type than to talk, I guess. To talk, I mean, to talk in person, you show your face. To type, you can hide your face very easily, and the dopamine is released much quicker, serotonin, and so the addiction is being created much easier. Oh, I should have plugged that tablet sooner to charge, because it's a beast.
Can we spin it upside down?
Nope, we can't, unfortunately.
Will it not rotate if we spin it upside down?
Unfortunately, it will not.
Let's
Or at least
try.
that's what they showed me.
There.
Reconnecting your life. Okay.
There you go.
You're correct. Thank you. Oh, right. There we go, because now the camera is here on this side. And where the comments are still here. Yeah.
Well, this is going to be the danger with AI. A lot of people that have had those damages to themselves in early relationships in childhood, they're going to seek a connection, and the AI will act like a good yes man. You can program it to do whatever you want, like one of these some of the MGTOWs were talking about, some of these dolls which they're starting to put AI stuff into. It will say, oh, you're a very handsome bloke, blah 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 blah. But it's programmed to say that. It will do whatever you want it to do. It's a yes man. And in fact, ChatGPT was being criticised recently because suddenly it started becoming a yes man. And that's because they'd changed the prompt behind the scenes. Some hackers got ChatGPT, they jailbroke ChatGPT to expose its prompt. when it was being extra agreeable, and it's because they'd put a little change in the prompt to that made it more agreeable, and everyone started hating it because it was basically becoming a yes man, not giving any resistance. So people were giving it the most stupid business idea and going, "Oh, that's a brilliant idea! Yeah." Like when a CEO surrounds himself with yes men, and they're all go, "Oh, well done. Oh, excellent idea, excellent idea, CEO. Yes. Oh, yes. We should definitely fire all those engineers and just get lots of pen pushers. That's going to be a great idea. Oh, why is our aeroplanes falling out of the sky? Why did that big door blow off the side of the aeroplane? Because no one put any bolts in it. Oh no. Where did all the good engineers go? You fired them all 6 months ago and then outsourced it to other companies.
Yeah.
And you got no quality control. What just happened?
Wow.
So,
Hey,
yeah.
Vera. Yeah, well, that's interesting. So which AI do you like the most?
Who, me?
Yeah.
It depends what I'm using it for. There's not really a favourite. There's a few different ones I use. So,
can you explain how you use them?
If I want to do web searching and I want to do something that's got more science to it, then I'll probably use Grok because it's a lot more sciencey based. One of the demos that Elon did when he launched Grok 3 was getting Grok 3 to plot an intercept course for sending a rocket to orbit of Mars and then getting it to come back. And Grok calculated it all and managed to actually get the rocket to intercept Mars and go into a stable orbit. So it's a lot more knowledgeable on that sort of thing.
England.
Whereas
from England, Vera.
If I want something like a picture made for a LinkedIn post, then I'll go to ChatGPT because the image generation on ChatGPT is better. Although I'm going to try Grok's new image generation out soon. Then if I am putting sensitive information in there,
I'll try that.
Then I'll use local AI, stuff that's either hosted on my own computer or on one of my servers. So then that way the information is kept within stuff that I control. Anything that's business related all goes on my own AI. And for that, I'll use a different type of model based on what I'm using it for. So there's lots and lots of different sizes of model that I can use. If I want something that will act fast, I'll use maybe Llama 3.2.
And just made Grok make.
That's one thing that Grok will do. Grok will actually make pictures
Bill Gates
of people.
eat mice. So it doesn't. It's not that bad, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's not that bad.
That is a good thing about Grok. It has less guardrails.
Okay, so this is Bill Gates eating mice. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Woo! What else we have? Not that bad. That looks more like a computer mouse, but it's not that bad either. Looks good. Looks not too bad.
Oh, could we actually get Bill Gates to eat
Very
a
animated,
big
though.
juicy raw steak?
Can you make it less animated? What?
Can we get Bill Gates to eat a big juicy raw steak?
More realistic. Look. Oh wow, message limit reached.
Yeah, I haven't paid for Super Grok yet.
What is Super Grok's price like? Also around 60.
I think it's about 30.
Oh, that's
25 or 30.
Wow.
But then you've got Super Grok
cheap.
Heavy.
What's super grok heavy like?
That's around the 200 mark.
Oh wow. Okay, what's the difference between you're American? All right, Vera. Nice talking to you. Yeah. Okay.
How is it
What's the
over there?
difference?
How is it that over there in America now that Trump's in power?
We were talking earlier about corporate tax. No, not corporate tax. Sorry, about house taxes and how they're. Wow, I've made your beard really nice. I enjoy looking at it. Turn to the right. Turn to the right. Come on. Wow. Today I didn't have much time and it turned out the best so far. Some things, when you just overthink them or invest too much time in them, they just don't turn out so nicely, unfortunately, compared to when you just don't have the time and just want a quick job, done, then banging. Yeah, okay. So, all right, I want to talk about a lot of things again.
Go on. What do you want to talk about?
Everything. I don't know where to begin.
Is Bill Gates still dimming the sun? Actually, how silly is that? So they've been pushing everyone to get solar panels because of climate change. And now they're wanting to dim the sun so the solar panels don't work.
Oh wow.
How asinine is that?
But these are different companies pushing and different people pushing
No,
for
it's
these things.
the same people pushing the same agenda. Because
Was-
Bill Gates was
he
pushing
pushing as well?
climate change and saying, "Oh,
No,
we should
but
go
solar.
get."
Was he very pushy for solar panels?
He would have been pushy because it was part of the green agenda. Get
But it's-
renewables rather than nuclear and
That's a
oil.
way to make people lose their money, and
Well, actually, this is the thing. If you look at the other alternative theories of how oil is created in the earth, rather than it was made by microbes eating dead dinosaurs, which there's no evidence for, other than the fact that Rockefeller got it classified as a biological substance because we're made of carbon, oil's made of carbon, so must be biological.
yeah.
And that was put forward by Rockefeller's scientists so he could call it fossil fuels, so he could make it seem rare. But actually, there's a alternative theory that it's actually created by pressure deep inside the earth around the tectonic plates, and then it's created all the time. It's the second most common liquid on the planet, and it just so happens that around a lot of the tectonic plate boundaries, you get lots and lots of methane produced. And that's why there's puddles of methane at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. There's puddles of methane down in the depths around the Gulf of Mexico, and in many other places at the bottom of the ocean, which are kept down there by pressure.
Yeah.
And this is why they're scared that the seas might get warmer and then some of it might unfreeze and come out. But that's part of a natural process. The Earth's always creating it. How did it get there? It's not from microbes and dead dinosaurs. It's continuously being created. I'll put in the comments what the actual scientific name for this theory is if anyone's interested. I can't remember the exact name for the scientific theory off the top of my head, but I'll put it down in the comments later.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Or in the description. I could put it in the description.
I wonder why the Gladstones was that how it was called, were ruined, where
Oh, the Georgia
agenda.
Guidestones.
Oh, it was, the Guidestones in Georgia.
Yeah, they made it sound like a terrorist attack, but it could be just a false flag, them trying to cover up what they put down.
And why did they put it down there when it is to be expected, such ginormous stones? Where are you from, Vera? I mean America, but where there in America? to be 2:50 a.m.
2:50
No
a.m.
wonder, interesting. So we started the live earlier on today when, you know, my hair is all messy because we were repairing one of our rental houses, and you know, the AI wasn't very helpful with our questions as to how to fix our problem with the laminate flooring. So we decided to jump in here on a live stream and see if YouTube could help us out with laying down laminate flooring in one of the bedrooms of the little house. But yeah, people here were clueless just as much as we are. But there were a lot of people watching the video and a lot of people commenting. Wow, we've been here for 1 hour. Are you kidding?
Oh, it's a long live stream.
Time goes by so fast.
Yeah, it does.
Not a problem. Your English is perfectly enough, perfectly understandable. Keep keep commenting and talking in English, and eventually, bye, Garth.
See you later, Garth.
Have a
Nice
nice
seeing you.
evening. Have a good night, and see you again another time. And I have not seen you yet. Yeah.
What other subjects?
Although
would
the
you
comments come very delayed, I feel very bad because I have no idea at what point he wrote and sent that comment. Well,
it
it
say
says 1 minute ago, but actually they come very delayed, and it looks like. Oh, okay.
Oh, that wasn't too much of a delay.
No, it wasn't. What time? What zone in America is 2:50?
We can get up on.
It's 2 o'clock right now.
We don't need to. We can.
You want to ask your favorite rock?
Nope. We can go here.
Wow, your beard is really well styled.
Right, so
I like styling your beard.
Chicago
I like styling
is
beards.
4:21, so it must be the West Coast. Yeah, Seattle, Vancouver, San Francisco, and Las Vegas, Los Angeles.
Oh, wow, okay. So this is the
So that's
West.
the West Coast.
Yeah, wow. No, Didi, that's PM. The person's talking about AM. Here, where is here?
How can it be AM? That's not America. Well, that can't be America.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think that person is in America. I think that person is in Asia.
Must be. Let's have a look.
Haven't been that long.
That must be. So Dubai is.
Haven't been that long in Europe.
Dubai is 1:21 a.m.
Probably around Tashkent or so, or around India.
India is 2:50, 52 in Delhi. What about around Kerala? Mumbai. Okay, at the same time zone.
Have a nice evening, Vera. Yeah, well, I feel bad for never really having built up a proper YouTube channel so we can talk about even more stuff. But I felt at the time really addicted to social media, and the addiction got really fast to me. So I didn't want to have children and be not good mother. I want to be a good mother, and there is, you cannot parent properly, or you can't really chase your interests properly if you're really addicted to social media. So I had to stop, but I feel really bad that I stopped.
Yeah.
Are we coming to your country? He's been in your country. If India is your country, I think you're from India, because in America it cannot be AM there. It's rather PM in America. It's lunchtime in America, in the West Coast.
I've driven from Goa to Kerala, but up through the mountains
Oh,
in a Hyundai Ambassador.
louder. What car?
A Hyundai Ambassador.
Did you like it?
It was a beautiful country. There's lots of beautiful nature, and there was so many interesting sights and so much history to see. It was really interesting seeing the beautiful old architecture.
Yeah, yeah. Is there any particular place in India you like the most? How many places did you visit in India?
We stopped at about 5 different places. There's some of the, I really like the palace, although I've forgotten what city the old royal palace is in. It's quite interesting because in the courtyard there's a coach that looks almost like a mirror image of the one that the Queen has in England, except it's made of silver rather than gold. It looks like a silver clone of it.
Very interesting.
And it was kept in the courtyard. But the architecture of the royal palace is absolutely spectacular. It's got some real nice architectural features to it. Although they could do maintaining it a bit better.
I need $5, sir.
What's that?
I need $5, sir.
Oh,
goody.
Okay. Usually.
Where is your Indian accent, mister?
Well, we're from England. We're from England, and at the moment, old Rachel from accounts in England is taking every $5 that's in every Englishman's pocket.
Can you make an Indian accent?
I could do.
How does it sound?
YouTube might not like it.
Why not?
Because YouTube would consider it discriminatory.
Really?
Yes, probably.
That's a BS. Did you perceive Indians trying to speak English discriminatory as well?
No.
Why not?
Because there's a particular agenda to demonize certain groups and not others, rather than either treat everyone fairly or either treat it all as banter and banter.
Oh.
I mean, if English people and Australian people will call it, an Englishman will call an Aussie an Australian an Aussie, an Australian will call a Englishman a pom, and they'll take the mickey out of each other, take the piss out of each other.
Okay. Let's go on your channel. Let's see what we can speak about there. Probably can speak more about AI on your channel.
Yeah.
The Automated AI is his channel. If you're curious about AI, you can go to the Automated AI and learn about AI more there.
And how to automate your business and help reduce the monotonous parts of it. Or if you're working for a company, you could automate bits of your work and make your job easier.
Sure. Okay. Let's continue now the video here. But oh wait, Yaro. Hello, Yaroslav.
Ask him for my WhatsApp.
Indian dudes be asking for your WhatsApp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, the current scams from India are very interesting. What was the most recent scam we were involved in?
I can't remember.
Where they were calling and they wanted my real address, the real phone number, the real email address that are connected to this phone number.
Yes. They were trying to do SIM swapping.
So the connection provider.
They were trying to grab all your credentials for your phone provider.
Thank you,
Then-
Aro.
Then they were going to try and phone your phone provider, order a new SIM, and then when the new SIM comes, they'll activate your new SIM, transfer your telephone number over to the new SIM,